Howdy. What I want to do here is explain honor societies. The easiest way to think of college honor societies is to think of them as a fantastic networking opportunity. The good ones are all part of something called the Association of College Honor Societies. I'm a member of Omicron Delta Epsilon, ODE. This is the Economics Honor Society. If I met another person who's a member of Omicron Delta Epsilon, I know that he or she is an economist. I don't have to ask, do you have a master's degree? Do you have a PhD? If you are a member of Omicron Delta Epsilon, I know that you are someone else who has mastered the field of economics. And as somebody who considers himself an economist, I'd like to have a conversation with you. So far, the College of Business and Economics has brought in Omicron Delta Epsilon and Sigma Chi Mu Tau. Sigma Chi Mu Tau is the Supply Chain Honor Society. As much as I'm excited for bringing in the Econ Honor Society to the university, I am more excited about bringing in Sigma Chi Mu Tau. The term supply chain is a relatively new term. When I was a college student back in the late 80s and early 90s, the word supply chain didn't even exist. It was called operations management back then. And quite honestly, most companies, most colleges, most companies, people just didn't take supply chain as seriously as they should have. And so I'm very happy to have brought in the Supply Chain Honor Society. You know, when I try to describe this, I try to describe it thinking of a company that I know you all know, and that is Apple. People think of Apple as a company that was founded by the visionary CEO Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, a pair of very brilliant Steves. But what's made Apple a $2 trillion company is actually not the work of Steve Jobs or Steve Wozniak. It's really more the work of the current CEO, Tim Cook. And Tim Cook is a guy who I think he's about 60 years old right now, grew up in rural Alabama. That doesn't matter for anything, but it's the fact that when he took over the supply chain of Apple, he pretty much kept them from going into bankruptcy. So in all truth, you may not even know of Apple as a company today if it wasn't for Tim Cook. So what made Apple a $2 trillion company is the supply chain guy. Believe it or not, way back when Tim Cook became part of Apple, Apple made things like printers. They made products they had no business making. And so along with Steve Jobs, they agreed that they should focus on their core business that they're good at. And he has consistently said that it is his background in supply chain that he believes has made Apple the success it is. Tim Cook also is a really good, genuinely good human being. He, when Tim Cook resigned, when Steve Jobs resigned and Tim Cook replaced him, he refused to change anything in Steve Jobs' office. He's like, that office will always be Steve's, it's not mine. And, you know, it's safe to say 10 years after Steve Jobs' death, Tim Cook still reveres Steve Jobs. Okay. All this brings me back to Omicron Delta Epsilon. Recently, I spoke with His Excellency Asa Kazem. His Excellency Asa is the chair of the Dubai Financial Markets, and he's also a member of Omicron Delta Epsilon from the same small college that I came from, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, up here. And I asked him if he would advise anyone to major in economics today. And his answer was, as long as we live in a world of unlimited wants with limited resources, there will always be a need for economists. And when he told me that, I actually fell out of my chair laughing, because if you get the joke, you're an economist. So what he is saying is that we're always going to have more wants than we possibly can fulfill the wants. And so therefore, because of that, there will always be a need for economists. And I just think that's great. In the future, we will have honor societies for all the majors in the College of Business, at least. We will do that. And yeah, and hopefully, it will be something that you aspire to be part of. That's it. I hope you're well. Hope you're staying safe. And trust me when I say the faculty at UAU miss having students here. I didn't go into teaching to be staring at a camera. So wherever you are watching this, trust me, we want to see you back in the classroom as much as we want to be in the classroom.